Hey there, this is Rich with Boss Foundry, and in today's video, I'm just going to move this over here. I'm going to be showing you guys some of the top niches that you can go ahead and take on as a freelance product manager. We basically have the top 100 niches, and if you scroll the way down, actually, we outdid ourselves, 112. I will challenge anybody that gets on this Airtable, and there is a link to this Airtable in the description if you want access to it. I'm pretty damn sure you do. That there's something on here that you're gonna be able to do very well, or you have a portfolio in that you've had experience in. But overall, in the economy that we're operating right now, a lot of people are wondering in the world of tech, what else can I do to generate another income stream? Because job hunting out there seems to be a very, very, very tough proposition. And you're going on Upwork and people tell me I went on Upwork, I searched for product manager roles and I didn't see a whole lot. Well, let me go ahead and first tell you why you didn't see a whole lot of product manager roles. When you work as a full-time product manager, you're at a company for 12 months. And during those 12 months, your job can be changing over and over and over again. In fact, I know some of you are laughing right now thinking, yeah, my job changed 10 times in the last week and a half. Probably did, no joke. And that probably created a lot of turmoil in your life too. But in the world of freelance product management, you're being brought on to clear a project that is very specific. There's a very defined timeline. There is a very defined outcome. And more importantly of all, there is a very defined budget that they have set aside for this project. So with that said, let's go ahead and actually go and kind of cover down what are some of the roles that you guys can go out there and take on. Mind you, not every one of these skills or niches are skills that you do have, but let's go ahead and chomp down on one that I think most product managers have. Is actually going to be called Jira, right? So if I scroll all the way here, there's an Upwork search link, Jira. I'm going to go ahead and open that guy up, and here it comes out as a search tag. My internet's lagging a little bit right now, but you're going to see all of these jobs here that are going to be Jira related. Now, of course, not every one of these roles are going to be a good fit for you, but at the same time, there are so many positions here. If you actually scroll down, there's 50 plus roles. And if you scroll all the way down here, NFT staking game tester. Ooh, that seems interesting, from the UK. There's probably more than 200 positions that you can go out there and head up. So that's Jira. Other things is maybe you use Notion a lot at your job and you are a Notion expert, right? All you got to go ahead and do, go back here. We've got the Upwork profile template for Notion. So let's go ahead and actually scroll down. Ooh. There we go. And then we can go out there and actually find it. Notion. Ah, there we go. And then you just whip up a template right here. We've got that thing set aside for you. And then you're able to go and actually take that and actually create a profile. Okay, this is a ChatGPT prompt for your cover letter in terms of what you can write the client. And then boom, you can go out there and start collecting your first job. Another one I think is product managers use all the time is actually Figma, right? You can go out there and actually do mock-ups, maybe some wireframing, some decent basic UX research. But overall, the point that I'm trying to illustrate in today's video is this. When you're hiring for a full-time product manager, your job is always changing and you don't really know what your job's going to be tomorrow. Honestly speaking, people I think are so numb to it at this point, especially with how the market's been performing, that the last 4 days I've been working on this roadmap nonstop. I didn't sleep for two of the last, my last 2 evenings, but tomorrow, who knows? I might just be doing something else depending on how my boss feels, right? When you're working on a freelance project, it's very well defined and they're looking for somebody to do something that's very specific. And product managers come from such a unique background with such a diverse set of skills because I help people land product manager jobs and I deal with product managers all day for our other business line, Product Gym. And if you put 30, you can put even 10 or 5 product managers in a room, up to 100 product managers in a room, and you can ask each and every one of those individuals what they do on a day-to-day basis, and they will give you very different answers. If I put 30 Google product managers in a room, and I had people ask them what they do every single day or what they've done even in the last week or in the last 3 months, they will all have very different answers as well too, because product managers, your job is different every single day. I don't think, minus the chaos that's been kind of a constant theme for the past 7 quarters, I don't think too many people have had 2 days where it's been exactly the same. So when you're talking about which niche you should go out there and take on, I understand that at the very core of that question is, what can I do based on the skills that I already have to make the most amount of money in the shortest amount of time, exerting the least amount of effort? Yeah, I don't want to work that hard either. I totally get it. It really starts off with every product manager has a different set of skills, and it's based upon the projects that you were allowed to take on. And those projects were largely determined based upon the problems that the company or your team had during that time in real time. And sometimes those projects lasted longer. Sometimes they were very quick fixes where you had a quick turnaround time. So depending on what types of skills that you have, a better way to think about your niches is not like the type of, you can go out there and go by category and skills. Like I'm really good at road mapping. I'm really good at project management. I'm good at prototyping and design, or I'm good at, analytics and data. Whatever that is, and let's just say like, hey, I use Mixpanel very well, right? You were able to develop that expertise based upon these projects that you took on, that the company needed you to solve those particular problems. And you became an expert at it. I mean, recently I know somebody became an expert in my program at email marketing because they had let go of their email marketing person, and they were like, as the product manager, you are basically our email marketing specialist at this point right now, because we have no intention of hiring one in time to get these email campaigns going. So you can take the skills that you've had and basically you can start freelancing with them as is. All you really need from there is you need a profile that matches you to be that particular expert for those niches. And in this racket here, in terms of freelancing, specialists do make a little bit more money than generalists. And this is where generalists get so freaked out. You know what? Honestly speaking, as a generalist, let's just quantify it. 3 contracts is all you really need to become a specialist, because it's nothing that you can't figure out. I think that most product managers, because of how negative most work environments are, have a very negative self-talk with themselves that, well, I'm not like, if you look at your life the last 90 days, every single day, I'm pretty sure you've been on YouTube or reading some type of blog or been reading some kind of book to learn a new skill to save yourself from being laid off and keeping yourself relevant and competitive in the current market. So give yourself some credit in terms of like, you may not be a specialist per se, but like it only takes you like 3 projects to become a specialist. Because when you first started off as a product manager, I'm pretty sure there was a lot of skills that you didn't know, and then you learned those skills, and then you thought you were probably on top of the world, and you get thrown into another project and you didn't know anything about those skills, and then you learn those skills, and then on and on and on, and even maybe 2 or 3 years into the racket, you think you have all these skills, and you're still learning new skills. I don't know any product manager that's not learning new skills. I mean, as a co-founder for a startup, I'm constantly learning new skills as well. So don't be so hard on yourself. If you have this list, I am pretty sure that one of these niches, one of these tools, one of these skills is going to match up with your background of a problem that you can solve. And even if you can't, I'm so confident, I'm almost willing to bet money that it's nothing that you can't really figure out for the most part. I'd say 70% of the time, if you put 10 people that were thrown into a contract, 10 product managers that was thrown into a contract where they've never used Looker, right? I'm pretty sure for the most part, 7 out of 10 product managers that didn't even have like a hardcore data analytics background could figure it out, especially if there's real cash money at the end of the rainbow. Like if there's really cash up for grabs, like it is, right? And good help is hard to find. I always actually reemphasize that in all of my lessons and all of my program, all of my content. Every boss that's looking for any hire, for any job, short-term or long-term, for any industry, any business, anywhere in the world, will always say good help is hard to find. So if you're just care a little bit more than the competition, which isn't real hard to tell you the truth, you're going to outshine the competition in terms of what it is that you can offer. So these are just some of the niches. Don't stress out about which niche you can take on or whether or not this is going to work out for you. If it worked out for all these other product managers that are making hundreds of thousands of dollars and millions of dollars and upward, it will work out for you as well. You just need some tools to make it easier for you to take that first step, and then you can go ahead and take off and start making money. That said, my name is Rich. I'm the creator of the Boss Foundry program. DM me on LinkedIn if you have any additional questions, or connect with me on Instagram. Love to go ahead and chat it up with you there. All right, until next time, definitely download this and go ahead and see for yourself. Seeing is believing. I'll talk to you soon.